Hi Kevin, can you tell me your full name and what group you work at SAS?
My name is Kevin Bickford. I work with the Customer Loyalty Group here at SAS.
What is the Customer Loyalty Group? That is a new group, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to, I don't know if you want to look at the screen
Yeah,
here,
sure.
but we do have some information here about our Customer Loyalty team. We consist of account executives and systems engineers, and I think now we may even have some project managers to help us with this, but basically this is what we do. We want to make sure that our customers stay happy, so we're here to help them do that. We're more of the post-sale, after the sale. A lot of our customers have questions and they want some more information on SaaS products and what SaaS offerings are, and sometimes they're just trying to expand SaaS within the organization, and they want to provide more information to the users, and we're available to help them do that.
Great.
So,
what focus do you mentioned that there are project managers and various different roles. What specific role do you play, and do you have a specific specialty?
well, I think that even with the project managers, we would be under more of the, if you look over here, the customer systems engineers. I'm actually a technical architect, but the systems engineers are available to answer any of the technical questions that customers might have about their SaaS installation or their SaaS, expanding SaaS, or if they're moving SaaS to bigger servers or migrating SaaS. We're available to answer some of those questions as well, and to kind of walk through maybe an architecture of what it might look like, if that's what they're asking for.
Yeah, I know that the architecture for setting up a BI server with all the middleware, different tiers, and such as everything from Apache Ant to JBoss and the various other software. Do you deal with those types as well of integration?
Right. We can discuss that with you and talk to you how that all integrates together with SaaS, and what the best architecture for your organization might be based on a lot of different criteria, such as what type of data processing you're going to be doing, how many users do you have, how many are going to be using the system at the same time, and we kind of help you architect that out to understand that better. Especially a lot of times you do that up front when you're purchasing SaaS, but if you're trying to expand after you have SaaS, we're available to help you do that as well. If you look up here, this kind of gives you what we do, which is we want to make sure that you get the most out of the SaaS investment. So,
do you specialize in any industry? Because I work a lot in biotech pharmaceutical, and our implementation with the regulatory requirements is a little different than others in that, for example, we use the standard IQ/OQ tool that comes with SaaS, but we also do additional PQ performance to make sure that everything runs. Do you ever do within that environment?
Right, well, we support all of the different verticals within different industries out there, so we have people that can talk that language with you if that's what's needed.
I see, yeah. But you don't work specifically in that vertical?
We're not verticalized within our group at this point, but if we do need to, we do have driver teams within SaaS, and we can get the experts to talk to the customer if that's what's needed.
Internally, who do you interact with most from SaaS? Is it more tech support, or is it more sales to before you present to the client?
I think it's pretty equal. We do work with sales quite a bit, because they have an investment in you as a customer, and also tech support as well, because a lot of times we help the customer get the issues that they might be having across to tech support. So we work with them pretty equally, I would say, at this point.
That's great. Since you don't specialize in a particular vertical, what are the various different verticals that you interact with? I noticed that you said you're from the Southern California area.
Well, yeah, I work with banking, financial institutions, a lot of the healthcare and pharmaceutical out here as well, and manufacturing, auto industry. Those are just a few of the types of customers that I've supported.
In the past, I've noticed that SAS has a whole consulting group that helps with your installation of the BI and the true technical work. How is your group and team work different from that support team, the one that actually does the installations?
Well, we're here to help you answer some questions. You know, if you have some technical issues and questions, we're there to support you. That a lot of times we might recommend that you go to, you know, the professional services. It might require more than we're able to handle for you. So we would suggest that you would go, or we would work in conjunction with, you know, PSD. We call it PSD, which is SaaS Professional Services.
I see. Yeah.
And you know, we can help them determine, you know, what the scope of a you know, an issue, or the scope of a problem, or an opportunity for SaaS.
Do the users, the clients, the customers go to you after they have already licensed SaaS, or is it during the stage when they're still investigating into expanding new modules or something? Is that when they talk to you?
I think that for us, our group is not. We're not really pre-sales. We're not trying to sell this. I mean, if there's an opportunity there, we're going to let you know. Say, if we see that there's a need for SaaS software, we're definitely going to, you know, make sure that you understand we have the software and that there's an opportunity, you know, for us to help you. Basically, but we would help you expand the software opportunities within the organization. If you want to expand it within different groups or organizations within your company, we would be available to help you do that. And again, with any kind of technical type of questions or issues or demonstrations that you might need to help with that expansion of the SaaS software, and just to make sure that you understand how the software works, what you have available to you based on what you've already licensed, and what opportunities you might have to license further software based on what we hear your needs are. So,
what are you hearing right now from the various users' needs? Are you seeing a lot of interest in setting up the BI server and all the metadata server, or are they using more the analytics and the foundation components?
I think there's a lot of our foundation customers that have a real interest in the BI and expanding into the BI or business, you know, intelligence arena, you know, area. So I think that we do have a lot of questions about how that would fit into their environment. What does it look like? You know, what can you do? You know, so we can answer a lot of those questions for the customer. So
is that done?
There is I think a lot of interest in BI, and we get a lot of questions related to that.
That's great. Is that done primarily through like a WebEx type meeting, or do you meet people in person to explain all the new features?
I think we do most of it through WebEx, but we are available to be on site for the customer if they need that. So if it's a requirement, or if they just think it's a better way to, you know, to present the information, present SaaS, then definitely we can be on site for that.
So even though you're in LA, do you also sometimes travel to the site?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I travel to many different customer sites, but I would say a lot of times we do things like, for instance, a luncheon run. We might do a luncheon run for the same customer a couple of times a month, and in that case we do it via, you know, WebEx or something like that. And that seems to work out pretty well. That way it's a little more casual. The customer can have many people on at their own, you know, their own workstation or computer, and can still answer questions and still be productive. They don't have to, you know, be away from their desk if they don't need to.
All right, thanks a lot.
Sure.